to do this USO show up here. I tell you, I'm more excited than a puppy with two peckers and a yard full of fire hydrants. Hey, give it up for Jody over here with the USO over here and put this thing together. Hey, also give a good round of applause for the volunteers back here in the back that made all the lickies and chewies for us. If you hadn't figured that out already. My first language is American, by God. People in England speak English. People in England speak English. I live in America, by God, I speak American. How's that for you? Hey, I tell you now, actually I speak Texan American. Hey, are there any Texans out there? Alright, the rest of you, if you have a hard time understanding me, go stand by one of them fellers, they'll translate for me. Hey, now, I'm not any ordinary redneck now, I'm an educated redneck. I went all the way through college. I went in the front door, looked around, went out the back door, went home and got drunk. Hey, before we started the show up here, we had the comedians linked up here, and they got a tour of the PTA, and the commander was telling them about the Quonset huts. Y'all like living in them things? Fuck no! Lord knows there's some crap holes, ain't they? I tell you though, the commander was telling them though that those Quonset huts were built in 1956 with leftover material from the Korean War, and they were temporary buildings supposed to last 10 years. I'm glad there's one thing around here we spend our tax dollars on. We got our money worth out of it. My God. Hey, now I get asked the question a lot what the difference is between a hillbilly and a redneck. And I tell you, it's pretty simple. It's right there in the name. Hillbillies live in the hills. Rednecks, they're just too stupid to come out of the sun. There are a few other differences though, like, I don't know, rednecks marry their cousins. Hillbillies marry their sisters. Now, them old rednecks, though, they love to get drunk on that Mad Dog 2020. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that turns them 10 foot tall and bulletproof, make them want to fight each other. Them hillbillies, they get hopped up on that moonshine, run around. Then they run around the woods naked, touching each other. On special occasions, a redneck, he'll brush his summer teeth, you know, some are here and some are there. A hillbilly, he'll brush his tooth, if it ain't already fell out. Now, I tell you though, them rednecks, boy, they love to play horseshoes, don't they? Where's the rednecks? Them hillbillies, they like to play cornhole with each other. Virginia one time, this fella asked me, he said, hey, you want to come play cornhole with me and my buddies? I said, man, I was waiting for doing banjo to start playing, boy. I can picture that fella going telling his buddies, boys, I got us some fresh rednecks. He got a pretty mouth, too. Got a cornhole that cut it down. I told that fella, hell no, I ain't going to play cornhole with you dirty-minded pervert. He looked at me funny. He said, no, man, me and my buddy's going up to the cabin. We're going to drink beer and play cornhole. I want to know if you want to come along with us. I said, look, dude, I'm a redneck, not a hillbilly. He said, you idiot, what, man? You ain't never played cornhole? I said, dude, I ain't never played with another cornhole, and ain't nobody going to play my cornhole. He said, no, it's a game, man, kind of like horseshoes. Instead of throwing horseshoes at a peg in the ground, you throw beanbags at a hole in a box. I said, well, I reckon I come a long way, but I'm bringing my gun. And the first time one of you hillbillies tried to touch my cornhole, I'm shooting. He said, relax, man. We're not into rednecks. We like city folk. I said, all right, then I'll come along. What the hell? Hey, I spent a few summers in the Army. You ain't figured it out. And I tell you, when I found out that the Army was a good place, was I was in Sinai, Egypt. Any of y'all ever been over there to Sinai? Nobody? That's a shame. That's a hell of a place. Well, anyhow, I was up on Mount Sinai, and we was doing a patrol up there, and we was staying up there overnight. And I got up in the morning, and I had to take a crap. So I went and found me these two rocks that was just wide enough, you know, you wiggle your butt down in there, spread your butt cheeks apart, kind of like you do the wheels on the back of a LMTV. Yeah, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. So I dug my little cat hole, drop trap, I squirted my little butt down in there. I looked up and I was looking out towards the Gulf of Aqaba and saw the most beautiful sunrise I'd ever seen in my life. And I got to thinking, you know, people pay thousands of dollars to come see this place, and the Army's paying me to take a crap on it. You can't beat that with two sticks right there. You try it. Hey, I spent a little time as a drill sergeant down there at Fort Benning. Any of y'all been down there? I was a drill sergeant down there in 258. It used to be called the House of Pain. Now it's called the House of Pancakes. But one thing I learned when I was a drill sergeant is be careful what you tell a private, because a private will do exactly what you tell him to do. I'll give you an example. My platoon was a duty platoon one time, so I had to get a detail and go out and set the range up before the company got out there for training. And we used to have these old Lister bags, these big canvas bags. You pour ice and water in them, got spigots around the bottom to fill your canteen up. And I told these two privates, I said, look, I want you to use 3 bags of ice, 4 cans of water, go put them in that Lister bag. Yes, drill sergeant, off they run. When the company got out there, the commander said, hey, drill sergeant, you know there's no water in that Lister bag over there? I said, the hell it ain't. To put 3 bags of ice, 4 cans of water. He said, there ain't no water in there. So I went over there and opened it up. Sure enough, there's 3 bags of ice and 4 cans of water in that stupid thing. So I got them privates. I said, come here, private. I said, now I'm not yelling at you because you did exactly what I told you to do. I said, but I figured you'd be smart enough to know you got to pour the stupid water in to get water out of it. So one of them looked at the other one and said, I told you. I said, you told him what? He said, drill sergeant, I told him that we need to pour the water in there, but he said, drill sergeant Campbell didn't say pour the water in there. He said, put 3 cans of water, 3 cans of water. I said, well, fix it, you idiots. I tell you, one time I walked up to the company, and there's this private walking around in the grass out in front of the company. And he's going, here, piggy, piggy, here, piggy, piggy. I said, private, come here. What the hell are you doing? He said, drill sergeant Moore told me to do a police call, and that's the only call I know. That's the only way I know how to call. I said, you doorknob, that means pick the trash up, and quit calling the police and pick the damn trash up. Silly privates. Hey, I was a sergeant major up for the Center for Initial Military Training. I worked with a 2-star up there, Major General Ridge. And we governed everything coming into the Army, all the basic training, AIT, the basic officer courses. We was down at Fort Jackson. How many of y'all went to basic training down there at Fort Jackson? Yeah, boy, that's a crap hole there too, isn't it? But anyhow, we decided we was going to eat with some of the privates, and so we go in the mess hall and sit down, and I asked one of the privates, I said, where are you from, son? He said, I'm from Alabama, drill sergeant.
Hell yeah.
Bless your heart. I told the private, I said, look, now I know I got a drill sergeant badge on. I used to be a drill sergeant, but I'm a sergeant major now. He said, oh, I'm sorry, sergeant major. I said, so what do you plan on doing in the Army? He said, I want to be a drill sergeant. I said, well, now, we don't just let anybody be a drill sergeant, but I tell you what, if you work real hard, maybe one day you can be a drill sergeant. He looked over at General Ridge, and he said, you a drill sergeant? General Ridge said, no, son, I'm the commanding general for the Center for Initial Military Training. Private said, well, if you work real hard, maybe one day you can be a drill sergeant too. I looked over at General Ridge, and I said, sir, don't ever forget that. Nobody outranks a drill sergeant, not even a 2-star general, by God. Hey, my first duty station was down there at Fort Polk, Louisiana. Yeah, that was, boy. Now, that was back before JRTC. That was back 5th ID was still there. And my company commander had a hair lip. And it was funnier than hell listening to that dude talk to us. all we can do is keep him laughing. And when they passed the seatbelt law down in Louisiana, he's going to tell us about it before we turn us loose for the weekend. So he said, now men, when you go out this weekend, you better wear your wee welt. It's the law. You don't wear your wee welt, the police going to give you a wicket. Now don't blink and dwyer, that'll get the wall too. You blink and dwyer, the police going to wish you. Now be very, very safe. I will see you on Monday. I said, well, I better figure out what a wheat welt is. I don't want Porky the Pig to give me one of them wickets. Whatever the hell that is. Any of y'all ever been down there, stationed down there at Fort Pope? A couple of you. Y'all ever drive through Zwolle, Louisiana, up there north of Fort Pope? On 181, Highway 181? No, you probably blinked and missed the damn place. I tell you, that's a little one-horse town there, and they got one cop in there, and he ain't got no radar, so he tries to count how fast you go between telephone poles and knows your speed. And he's dyslexic. So he sits there trying to count, he goes 1001, 1005, 1000, oh hell, he's speeding, I reckon I better go get him. They talk kind of like Carl on Sling Blade. Well, I was driving through there one day, and I'm from Nacogdoches, Texas, so I used to go through it all the time to go home. And I knew when you go around this curve going to Zwolle, the speed limit changed 55 to 45. I was in the middle of that curve, and that idiot pulled me over. He come up to the truck, he said, I clocked you doing 55 to 45. I reckon I'm going to have to give you a ticket. I said, the hell you did? The speed limit sign's right there in front of me. I ain't passed it yet. He said, no, sir, we put a sign back here around the curve the other day. You come blowing by like a bat out of hell. Down there made me drop my biscuits and mustard and my French fried taters. So I got my ticket. I went back there and looked. I had to take a look at it. And on a piece of cardboard was written 45 mph, stapled to a tomato stake and beat in the ground. I said, oh, hell no, I'm fighting this. So I go to court, the judge comes in there, and the judge is not only the judge, he's also the fire chief. Not only the fire chief, but he also sold me a used tire when I had a blowout going through there one time. So he asked me how I pled, and I said not guilty. He told him what happened. He said, son, let me tell you something. I don't care if they write it on a piece of cardboard, staple to a tomato stake, beat it in the ground. I don't care if they write it on the box. I don't care if they carve it in a damn tree. 45 is 45, pay your fine, get out of my court. All right, you damn crab apple. That shit didn't work out for me. Well, that went over like a fart in church here, didn't it? Hey, y'all ever witnessed a fart in church? Anybody? I did one time. We was in church one night, we was having communion, and this old man, he was handing out the crackers while the teacher was talking about how the crackers represented the body of Christ. And he got up to me, and he let a fart rip out that echoed across that church. Boy, you could have heard a pin drop in there, man. People looking around like, oh my God, somebody just farted in church. Temptation got the best of me. I couldn't resist it. I said out loud, I said, hey man, I just wanted a cracker. I didn't want the cheese with it. Boy, it was an uproar in that place, man. I thought them little old ladies going to wet herself in there. Hell, they started calling that old man cheese it after that. That poor feller, I tell you, boy. I felt bad for him. Hey, do you know Hawaiian and rednecks are damn near alike? Now think about it. They love to hunt and fish. They love big old pickup trucks. When they cook, it's normally on a barbecue grill and there's beer drinking involved. When the kids grow up and move out, they just move to the backyard behind the parents' house. Or they move another room inside the parents' house. When the car breaks down, they get pushed right around on the side of the house with all them other broke down cars. And they are the nicest people you'll ever meet. Until you piss them off, they become the worst enemy you could ever dream of. Now, does that sound like Hawaiian people to y'all? Hell, I was talking about my family. I don't know what y'all talking about. See what I mean? Hey, me and my wife, we learned about that Hawaii time. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Hawaiian time being, well, you tell somebody to be there at 5 o'clock, they're going to leave the house at 5 o'clock, and they'll get there whenever the hell they get there. We're going to have a dinner here in a couple of nights with some of the other comedians on the island. We was trying to figure out what time to tell everybody to be there, so we figured, well, let's see, Justin Snow, he lives in Hilo, we better tell him 4:50. Old Kevin Hobbs, he lives over in Pohakuloa. We better tell him 345. And old Brian Rupp, no, man, he's down there in Puna smoking dope and running around naked. We better tell him tonight. Hey, I got a cousin, man, I tell you, he's dumber than a bag of buttholes. He called me the other day. He said, I'm going to come visit y'all down there in Hawaii. I said, all right, well, come on down. He said, I got a question, man. Can I use my American money down there? I said, you idiot. Hell no, man. You got to cash that in for coconuts and bring some big pockets, too, to carry your money around with you while you're here. Stupid idiot. Hey, I heard about that coconut wireless. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah? Hey, where the hell y'all get a phone for that thing, man? I looked everywhere. Walmart ain't got it, I'll tell you that for damn sure. Hey, I forgot my next joke, damn it. Y'all got to bear with me a little bit. I had a brain injury a while back, and my short-term memory, I lost most of it. And I tell you, losing your memory sucks. Well, I tell you, my wife likes it though. Cost me a lot of damn money too, I tell you. I'll give you an example. I called her the other day and I said, hey, I'm going to go down to the bar. I'm going to drink a beer with my good buddy Brian on my way home. She said, but you told me you was going to take me clothes shopping when you got home from work, buy me some new shoes. I said, what the fuck? Why would I tell you that? I hate clothes shopping and you got 100 pair of shoes you don't wear. She said, you told me last night at dinner you was going to take me shopping. I said, well, all right, I guess Brian's going to have to drink that beer by himself. I guess I'm going shopping. So a couple hours later after shopping, I'm loaded down with bags. She said, well, you ready to go eat sushi? I said, hell no. I don't eat raw fish. You want to eat a raw fish, I'll go out there in the water and catch you one. You can gnaw on that on the way back to the house. She said, you told me you was going to take me out to eat whenever we got done shopping, wherever we wanted to go. I said, well, man, I must have been drunk. All right, let's go eat some raw fish. Well, when I thought it was over, we was in the middle of dinner. She said, well, did you get those tickets to that musical show down at the Palace Theater? I said, no, that's it. I know I didn't tell you I was going to no damn musical show. And I don't think I've told you the rest of that bull crap you've been making me do. She said, now, who's the one that can't remember nothing? And you want to argue with me? Well, you got a point there. Let me get on Google and buy some online tickets, but I got to hope my buddies don't see me going in there. Damn manhood's in check now, by God. We go in that theater, and I see my buddy old Kevin Hobbs. He's already in there with his old lady. I went up to old Kevin. I said, what the hell are you doing in here, man? I got a brain injury. What the hell's your excuse? You got your sissy britches on or something? His wife said no, but I got his balls right here in my purse. I said, well, fair enough. My wife carries my testicles around in her purse too. Let's go watch a stupid musical show. I'll tell you now, what was supposed to have been a $5 beer, my buddy Brian turned into $500 of clothes my old lady didn't need. But I tell you though, not everything's bad about losing your memory. Like, I don't know, HBO movies never get old. You know, they play the same 4 movies over and over all month. Hell, every time I watch it, it's like watching it for the first time. Drives my wife nuts. Payback for all that bull crap she's making me do. I know she's fucking with me. Hey, I was down at the Walmart one time when my son was a little bitty fella, and I had him sitting in front of the buggy, pushing him around. And we got up to the checkout line, and he hollered, get down! I'm like, what the hell, man? Somebody holding up the Walmart? What's going on? He said, get down! I said, boy, quit yelling, man. People looking at us funny. Get down! I said, boy, what in the hell's wrong with you? Why do you keep yelling that out? He stood up in that buggy, he pulled his pants down, and said, my wiener's standing up and it won't go down! I said, boy, this is a hell of a place to discover your boner for the first time. Embarrassing trip to the Walmart for me, that's what that was, by God. Hey, I was over at my grandpa's house one day and I had to go to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom and I noticed he had the fanciest toilet seat I'd ever seen in my life. That thing was made out of oak wood, stained and varnished, had dimples on the side for your butt cheeks. Had a tray across the front, kind of hollered out a little bit. I thought, what the hell's he got a tray on his toilet seat for? Is he got to take his watch off to wipe his butt or something, or what? So I come out there, I said, hey, Grandpa, what's the deal with that tray on your toilet seat? He said, oh, that's my ball tray. I said, you're what? He said, that's my ball tray. You know, when women get old, their boobs head south. Well, you'll find out when men get old, their balls head south. I got tired of balls getting down there in the water when I take a crap. I leave them up on my ball tray to keep them dry. Boy, howdy, I got to get me one of them. I don't want to get no dookie water on my balls when I get old. You know, my grandpa got mad at my grandma one day, and he said, why the hell did God make women? My grandma said, well, if it wasn't for women, who would mend your breeches? My grandpa said, well, if it wasn't for women, who the hell would have to wear the damn breeches? I had to agree with him on that one. Hey, you know what I noticed since old Donald Trump become president? Now, don't get your panties in a knot or anything. Don't worry, I ain't talking about Donald Trump. Man, everybody's butt just clapped when I said that. Oh, God. He's talking about the commander-in-chief. I tell you what I noticed. I noticed all them women equality protests and marches and all that stuff. And I got to thinking, who in the hell's arguing with them over that? It ain't men, because the more a woman wants to do, the less a man has to do. And there ain't a man in his right mind doesn't want more time to drink beer, watch NASCAR, and go fishing. I figured out who's doing the arguing. You see, some of them women are arguing with them other women. There's some women, they're fine sitting on the couch all day eating Twinkies and watching that LMN, that Ladies Movie Network that bashes men all day. They're sitting there going, shut the hell up. We got a good thing going here. Y'all trying to screw it up. Hey, we got any women out here tonight? One? A couple? Hey women, y'all want some equality? Oh, I got some equality for you. There's my wife down there being a good sport. Hey, how about y'all quit griping about that toilet seat? How about y'all put that thing down when you go to the bathroom and pick it back up? You don't want your old man to pee on it. There's some equality, by God. Hey, I told my wife the other day, I said, don't you ever forget, I'm the head of the household. She said, that's right. And don't you forget, I'm the neck that turns that head. I said, yes, ma'am. You know what my wife told me the other day? She's told me I was turning into an alcoholic. I don't think I am. Hell, the only time I drink is if I'm alone or with somebody. I don't think it's that bad yet. Hey, I wasn't going to tell this as a joke, but this really happened. So a few months ago, I told that string of jokes over in Kona at a club over there. And there was this lady sitting about mid-deep in the audience, little bob cut hair. And she started heckling me when I got through that string of jokes about being a male chauvinist pig. So we did another show at the same club last weekend, and the ticket guy that showed my wife, she's out there we're on the ticket booth, and Brian's wife. And this lady walked up there, or these two ladies walked through the parking lot, and my wife said, good evening, ladies, y'all come from the comedy show? Now, I was the host of that show, so I was up and down stage all night like Brian is tonight. She looked in the window, and I was up on the stage. She goes, oh, I've seen him before. He's an asshole. He's funny, but he's an asshole. And my wife said, well, you think he's funny though, huh? She goes, yeah, he's funny, but he's about a male chauvinist pig asshole. My wife said, well, he's my asshole. She said, excuse me? So my wife, she goes, yes, he's my asshole. That's my husband, I bet. She goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So she bought her tickets and tried to give my wife $1. And my wife said, what's this for? She goes, well, it's a tip for making that stupid remark I just made. My wife said, no, that's fine. I think he's an asshole too. I love you, dear. Hey, I went down to the cockfights one day. Now I'm talking about rooster fight now. I ain't talking about sword fighting with your wiener. And every time a rooster started getting his butt kicked, they'd holler, "Where's the chicken bugler?" This old man would run up there and he'd pick that rooster up and put that rooster's ass up to his lips, and that rooster would go back to fighting. After I've seen this a few times, I had to find out what the hell he's doing to them roosters. So I went over there and asked him. He said, "I'm blowing air in their ass." I said, "Let me get this straight. Rooster gets ass kicked. You put rooster's ass to your lips. Blow air in the rooster's ass, rooster goes back to whooping ass." That's nasty, man. I don't care who you are. That is nasty. He said, "Boy, let me tell you something. When there's $3,000 to $5,000 on a rooster, I'll blow fat rooster's ass so hard his neck stretch out 2 feet." I said, "Well, I reckon that's why they call you the chicken bugler. Can you play the chicken dance on one?" That's nasty. I don't care who you are, by God. Hey, I was down there in Hilo the other day. I was walking down the sidewalk, and this fella stopped me. He said, "I need to ask you, I'm with the Baptist church up the hill here, and I need to ask you a really important question." I said, "What's that?" He said, "Have you found Jesus?" I said, "What, y'all looking for him again?" Well, last I heard, he's going to be hosting the show up there at Pohakuloa. I tell you what, I see him up there. I tell him y'all looking for him. "Hey, Brian, I think he's looking for you if he ain't found you yet." Hey, I was over in Israel one time. Any of y'all ever been over to Israel? No? That's a hell of a place there too, by God. Anyhow, me and the boys, we decided we was going to do the Holy Land tour, and we got down to the Jordan River where Jesus got baptized, and we found out that you rent this white robe from the place, and you can get one in the water and get baptized where Jesus got baptized. I said, "That's a pretty good deal right there." So we rented a robes, go in the dressing room, get out our clothes, put the robes on, get away in the water, and start getting baptized. While we're getting baptized, a busload of nuns show up, and they're standing where our towels are out there watching us. Well, when we went to get out of the water, we found out those white robes turned into see-through robes when they got wet. So we're like, how are we going to get our towels out from them nuns? I figured, you know what, it's now or never. So I walked right up there to them nuns, my tallywhacker swinging in the breeze. I bent down to pick my towel up, and when I thought the most awkward moment of my life couldn't get any worse, one of them nuns says, "Ooh, son, I see you've been blessed by St. Peter." I'm like, "What? Is that a nun talking to me or a two-man whore dressed up in a costume, my God?" I tell you, I'm the only person I know that can say they flashed a busload of nuns at one of the most sacred places in the world. Oh, I'm going to hell for that one, I guarantee you. Oh, God. Hey, I was up in Alaska one time, and I was going, any of y'all been up to Alaska? A few of you, any of y'all down there in Fort Richardson area? No? Any of y'all here at Byron Glacier? Somebody? Well, hell. Well, anyhow, I was going to do a hiking tour up there at Byron Glacier, and the tour guide was going to talk to us about bears before we took off hiking through the woods. He said, there's 2 kinds of bears in the area down here. There's black bears and black bears and brown bears, also known as grizzlies. He said, now there's 2 recommended bear deterrents we recommend. One are bear bells, a little string with bells you hangs on and you tie to yourself and you ding-a-ling-a-ling when you walk through the woods. And hopefully the bear gets out of your way. However, if the bear thinks it's a dinner bell, it comes for dinner, the other deterrent is bear spray, which is really condensed pepper spray in a big can. Hopefully you spray him in the eyes before he eats you. He said, now it's important to know what kind of bear's in the area before you see a bear so you know what action to take. You see, if it's a black bear, you want to make yourself as big and loud and scary as you can, he'll run off. If it's a brown bear, you lay down, play dead, and pray to God he don't eat you. So one fella in the back raised his hand. He said, excuse me, how do we know what kind of bear is in the area before we see the bear? He said, well, that's a good question. See, a black bear will have rabbit fur and berries in it, and a brown bear will smell like pepper and have little bells in it. I said, screw that, I'm going to get my gun. I'll be right back. Hey, me and my wife, we had a fight the other day. Boy, I tell you, it was a horrible fight, too. See, she caught me cheating on her again. See, she found some letters I was hiding. She come in there and threw them at me. She said, "You ain't never gonna cheat on me again, because I ain't never playing Scrabble with you again." Well, we got an argument over it. Next thing I know, damn Pootie Poo got put on lockdown. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about, you married fellas? Yeah. Well, I saw my buddy Brian a few days later, and I said, "Man, this sucks, man. Marmaduke's getting lonely. My britches wants to play with Pootie Poo. The old lady got it on lockdown." Hey, so I'll tell you what you ought to do. He said, "You know, people take rubies in the bars and put them in people's drinks, and when they pass out, have their way with them. Put some in your lady's drink, and she passes out, Marmaduke play with Pootie Poo, and your lady won't know any difference." I said, "Well, that's a hell of an idea. I'll give that a shot." So I go to the house, and I Google where to buy rubies. Well, it turns out you can buy them down there at the jewelry store. So I go down to the jewelry store, and I told the fella I'm looking for rubies. He said, "Well, right here, you take a pick, whatever you want." I said, "Well, now that's a good idea right there. You disguise them things in earrings and necklaces, people don't know you're taking them in the bar with you." So I bought me a couple pair of earrings, a couple of necklaces, spent all my damn money in there. I go to the house, I couldn't get them rubies out of them earrings, so I put the earrings and necklaces in a glass, put some ice on top of it, poured sweet tea in there. I went there in the living room, gave it to my wife, and sitting there watching her drinking, waiting for her to pass out. Old Marmaduke's getting excited in my britches, by God. Needs to drink it all, she didn't pass out. I said, "Oh, hell. Oh, that was a horrible idea. Well, Marmaduke, me and you finna live the sex life of a month till Christmas." My wife, she poured them earrings and necklaces out in her hand. She looked at them, she looked at me. She grabbed my hand, run me to the bedroom, and it was honeymoon night at the Campbell house, by God. I tell you, we went at it all night like a couple of drunk monkeys. Next time I saw my buddy Brian, I said, "Hey man, thanks for that tip on them rubies, man. I bought some down at the jewelry store, put my wife's sweet tea. She didn't pass out. That Pootie Poo come out of lockdown." He said, "Wait a minute, you put what in the drink?" Well, I said, "I put rubies in there like you told me." He said, "You idiot. I didn't say rubies, I said roofies." I said, "Well, how much them things cost?" Like, I don't know, $30, $40 a pill? I said, "Well, hell, I done spent all my money down on them earrings and necklaces. Had to get me a job down there at the cockfights as a chicken bugler, man. That's tough." Hey, it's going to be my last joke here, and this is a street joke that somebody asked me to tell up here. My wife, she hates this joke. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Me and my wife first got together. I was going to go meet her parents for the first time, and we were going to go over and have dinner. And I didn't want to look like a pig, so I got off work and I went over to Taco Bell. Y'all ever been over there to Taco Bell? Yeah, buddy. I went over there and got me some of them chalupas. Y'all ever eat them chalupas? Boy, I tell you, what did them chalupas do to you? Oh, they'll tear that belly up, won't they? So I went over and picked my wife up, and we went over to her parents' house, and we're sitting there talking out in the yard, and I had to fart. Oh my God. You know them old bubbly farts? Boy, I tell you, it's rougher than a wagon load of corn cobs, man. Finally, we go in the house, and her and her mama go in the kitchen, get dinner ready, and her dad goes to the living room, sits down in his easy chair, and gets a newspaper, starts reading it. There's old coon dog over in the corner. So I bent down there, pet that coon dog. I bent down. Her dad didn't even put the paper down. He said, "Rover!" He thinks his dog's over here busting ass. That's funny. I don't care who you are, by God. I've been down there to try to pet it again. Her dad yelled, "Rover!" This old man thinks his dog's over here barking, boy. I'm going to get rid of this for dinner, my God. I've been down there. Her dad put the paper down and said, "Robert, get away from that boy before it craps all over you." Oh, that was a rough dinner right there. Her dad kept giving me the stink eye, boy, like, "Yeah, buddy, I'm watching you. What the hell's wrong with that girl bringing that boy over here crapping all over the house?" All right, boy, hey, before we close this out, I want to do something here. I want to try to get all you up here on the stage and out here in front, and all the comedians, we're going to get in front of you. and we're going to turn the lights on and get a photo of the comedians and all you guys.
All right.